In the heart of a bamboo forest, nestled between emerald slopes and kissed by misty dawns, resided a Zen master, known for his unyielding composure. Even the most ferocious storms couldn't ruffle his feathery eyebrows, nor could the direst news elicit a flicker of disquiet in his jade-green eyes. His disciples, yearning to unravel the secret to his imperturbable spirit, pestered him with endless questions. One crisp morning, a young acolyte, barely a wisp of a boy, approached the master. Bowing low, he blurted, "Master, how do you achieve such serenity? The world throws stones at us, yet you stand like an ancient oak, unmoved." The master smiled, his wrinkles crinkling like the surface of a tranquil pond. "Come," he beckoned, leading the boy to a nearby stream. Scooping a handful of pebbles, he tossed them into the water. Each pebble sent ripples outward, disturbing the glassy surface momentarily before subsiding, leaving the water as still as ever. "See, child," the master said, his voice as soft as falling leaves. "These ripples are like life's troubles. They may agitate us for a while, but just like the water, our true nature, like the depths of this stream, remains undisturbed." The boy pondered this, but confusion clouded his brow. "But master," he stammered, "what if the stones keep coming one after another? Won't the water eventually overflow?" The master chuckled, a gentle rumble that echoed through the bamboo grove. "Ah, but that is where acceptance comes in. We cannot control the stones, the storms, or the sorrows that life throws our way, but we can control how we react to them. We can choose to be like the willow, bending with the wind yet never breaking, or like the mighty mountain, unyielding even in the face of a raging torrent." He closed his eyes, inhaling the scent of damp earth and pine needles. "Remember, child," he continued, his voice laced with serenity, "it is not what happens to us that defines us, but how we choose to act. Act as if nothing bothers you, not because nothing truly does, but because you have chosen to find peace within the ripples." The young acolyte, his eyes wide with newfound understanding, bowed deeply. He realized that the secret to the master's composure wasn't the absence of troubles, but the unwavering decision to find stillness within himself, no matter the storm that raged around him. From that day on, the boy carried the master's words like a precious pebble in his heart. He learned to navigate the turbulence of life with grace, his inner peace a sanctuary amidst the chaos. And whenever a pebble of worry threatened to disrupt his calm, he would remember the tranquil stream and the gentle wisdom of the Zen master, whispering, "Act as if nothing bothers you, for the depths of your being are still." Years passed, and the young acolyte, now a seasoned monk, had mastered the art of inner stillness. He became known as Ryuko, meaning serene dragon, for his ability to face any challenge with the poise of a mythical creature. One day, a terrible drought parched the land, crops withered, and despair hung heavy in the air. The villagers, desperate for rain, flocked to the monastery, pleading with Ryuko to intercede. Ryuko listened with compassion, his calm unwavering like the mountain peak piercing the clouds. He knew his serenity alone wouldn't bring rain. Yet, acting as if nothing bothered him, he led the villagers to the highest point of the mountain. There, overlooking the parched valley, he spoke. "My friends," he began, his voice clear and strong, "we can't control the rain, but we can control our actions. Let us not succumb to despair. Instead, let us act as if the rain is already falling." He instructed the villagers to perform the rain dance, an ancient ritual passed down through generations. Though parched and weary, they followed Ryuko's lead, their movements slow and purposeful. They mimicked the falling rain with outstretched arms, their voices chanting a hopeful melody. Ryuko danced, not because he believed it would magically conjure rain, but because he knew the power of action. By moving, by acting as if their wish was already granted, they were sending a ripple of hope outward, a ripple that could inspire others, and perhaps even reach the heavens. As they danced, a subtle shift occurred. The wind picked up, whispering through the parched leaves. A single cloud, like a lone traveler, appeared on the horizon. Then, another and another. gathering like a celestial caravan. The villagers paused, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Finally, the first drops fell, soft and tentative at first, then in a growing crescendo. Tears of joy mingled with the raindrops on their faces. Ryuko smiled, not a triumphant smile, but a quiet acknowledgement of the interconnectedness of things. That night, as the rain soaked the thirsty land, the villagers huddled around a crackling fire, their faces aglow with newfound gratitude. They realized that acting as if nothing bothered you wasn't about feigning indifference. It was about choosing action over apathy, hope over despair, and faith in the unseen potential that lies within each of us. This became Ryuko's most impactful lesson. He taught the villagers not just to seek inner peace, but to act from that peace, to let their serenity ripple outward, inspiring others and forging a path towards a better tomorrow. He showed them that true mastery wasn't found in the absence of challenges, but in the grace with which we face them, the unwavering belief that even in the midst of drought, the potential for rain, for growth, for transformation always exists. Decades later, Ryuko became the Zen master of the temple, his wisdom sought by many. A young woman named Akane, burdened by a past shrouded in tragedy, arrived at his doorstep. Her gaze, like a star dimmed by clouds, held a flicker of defiance and fear. She begged Ryuko to teach her the art of acting as if nothing bothers you, believing it was the key to her salvation. Ryuko accepted her, recognizing the storm hidden within her quiet form. He didn't offer platitudes or quick fixes. Instead, he led her to the serene garden behind the monastery, a tapestry of blossoming flowers and murmuring koi ponds. There, amidst the fragrant chaos of nature, he spoke. "Akane," he said, his voice a gentle brook. "True serenity is not about pretending nothing hurts. It's about acknowledging the hurt, tending to it with care, and choosing not to let it define you." He pointed to a wilting lily, its vibrant petals drooping with the midday sun. "See this fragile bloom? The scorching sun bothers it, yet it strives to turn its face towards the light. That, Akane, is the essence of what I teach." He then led her to a secluded tea room, its hushed air thick with the aroma of green tea. As they sipped the warm brew, he spoke of the samurai spirit, of facing adversity with grace and courage. He told her stories of warriors who danced amidst battles, their minds unwavering even as their bodies bled. "Akane," he said, his eyes meeting hers, "your past is a scar, not a sentence. Choose to wear it with pride, like a warrior's badge of honor. Let it remind you of your strength, not your fragility." Days turned into weeks as Akane learned from Ryuko. She practiced calligraphy, each stroke a deliberate release of emotion. She meditated under the ancient oak tree, finding solace in the rhythm of her breath. Slowly, the clouds in her eyes began to part, revealing a glimmer of the fierce sun beneath. One evening during a fierce storm that lashed the monastery, Akane found herself trembling in her room. Ryuko, entering silently, noticed her fear. He didn't scold her for breaking her composure. Instead, he sat beside her and lit a calming incense stick. "The storm bothers you, doesn't it, Akane?" he asked, his voice a soothing balm. Akane nodded, unable to speak past the lump in her throat. Ryuko smiled, a flicker of mischief in his eyes. "Then let us act as if it doesn't," he said, stepping onto the balcony. He raised his arms towards the wind-whipped rain, his robes billowing like sails. And then he began to dance. A slow, graceful movement, mimicking the sway of the bamboo trees, the bend of the willow branches. Akane, hesitant at first, joined him, her steps hesitant at first, then gaining confidence with each gust of wind. They danced through the storm, not ignoring its fury, but acknowledging it, weaving their own rhythm amidst its chaos. Slowly, the fear dissipated, replaced by a strange sense of liberation. When the storm finally subsided, Akane stood tall, the rain washing away the last remnants of her tears. "Thank you, Master," she whispered, her voice no longer trembling. Ryuko smiled. "Thank you, Akane. for reminding me that even the mightiest storm cannot extinguish the flame of inner peace. Act as if nothing bothers you, but never forget that sometimes the most graceful dance is the one performed in the rain. Akan left the monastery a changed woman. She carried Ryuko's teachings with her, a shield against the storms of life. She learned that acting as if nothing bothers you wasn't about suppressing emotions, but about choosing your response, about finding the strength to dance, even in the face of the tempest. And in doing so, she not only found her own serenity, but also became a beacon of hope for others, reminding them that even the darkest clouds can give way to the most beautiful skies. This is where the story can end, leaving the reader with a powerful message about inner strength, finding peace amidst chaos, and the transformative power of choosing our actions. So, dear reader, as you navigate your own journey, remember Ryuko's story. Act as if nothing bothers you, not because you are invincible, but because you have chosen to be a conduit of hope, a dancer in the rain, a ripple of positive change in the vast ocean of life. Let your actions, fueled by your inner peace, inspire others, and remember, even the driest lands can bloom again if we choose to believe in the power of rain, both within and without. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, Bright Stories, and also press the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching.